Hey everyone, it's Gardener Sydney and we are out in the garden on a pretty snowy day. So we haven't seen the King's School garden in the snow yet, so I just want to take a second to look around and see what things look like in the snow. Let's go. So as you can see, it's pretty snowy out here. It's still coming down. And tomorrow it's supposed to be really, really cold, so I think everything's gonna have a hard freeze, but we still have some green. We have our cilantro that looks like it's starting to wilt a little bit in certain places, but it is pretty green for the middle of January. So I'd say it's doing pretty well. Our winter rye is also doing very well. So it's still pretty green. There's some that are a bit brown, but it's growing tall, it's growing strong. I'm excited to see it grow even more by the time we start planting in the spring. Over here where the snow is deeper, we can just see the tops of the winter rye poking out. So the snow goes down a little bit further. Yep. All the way down to the base of my finger. We have perennials, so plants that live year after year, like our sagebush. That is still doing really well. It's looking a little gray, a little tired of the cold, but it'll look beautiful again once spring hits. And finally, we have our rotting logs. So I wonder how the cold will affect them. Get really close, we can see some of these beautiful snowflakes. Let me hold the camera pretty still. It almost looks like a forest of all of these little snowflakes. I remember last time we were here, we saw something a bit circular in one of these holes and we weren't quite sure what it was. Let's see if we can find it. Not seeing too much. It looks like whatever it was might be gone now. Rolling our log over. Whoop. Almost frozen. We still have our bare soil underneath. So it's pretty loose under here. Kind of dry, not very frozen. And right next to it, it's a little harder, a little colder. So I'm gonna roll our log back. Even our pumpkins are looking kind of beautiful in the snow. So looking at our whole garden, I wonder what these plants are doing right now. Do you have any ideas? Are they dead? Are they still alive? What are some ways we can tell? And for those who do look dead, how are they going to start blooming again in the spring or start growing again in the spring? And I just wanted to show you the view of a snowy day looking out over our garden. It's pretty awesome. There are so many questions we can ask about the snow. We can think about what it's doing to our soil, what it's doing to our plants. Is it good for the garden? Does it matter if we get snow? Other than that, it's just really cool to look at. I love snow. I know other people do. And I like looking around the garden and see how it makes it look so different.